Did you know your phone is more powerful than the computers used for the moon landing? The first camera weighed 8 pounds and had a resolution of 0.01 megapixels. The first text message was sent in 1992 by Neil Papworth. He sent "Merry Christmas" to a colleague. Apple sold its first computer for $666.66. In 2016, a Russian robot escaped from a lab. Luckily, it was recovered 45 minutes later. Did you know the Game Boy was the first video game console played in space? People who play video games are more likely to be lucid dreamers. Valorant's Killjoy likes to play League of Legends. Burnout Paradise advertised Obama's campaign. A bare face was found on Mars. A NASA spacesuit costs $12 million. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. There are 500,000 pieces of space junk around Earth. You would need to explode 100 billion tons of dynamite every second to match the sun's energy. Voyager 1 will probably outlive Earth. The moon is lemon-shaped. Did you know? In 1925, a war was started because a soldier chased his dog across the border. Project Habakkuk was a plan to build an aircraft carrier out of ice. The project was abandoned. In World War II, the Japanese had a bicycle with a mounted flamethrower. In 1950, Russia experimented with jetpacks for their soldiers. In the Korean War, people thought American toothpaste would stop Korean women from having babies. Armies used to catapult contaminated corpses into enemy territories to spread infection. Did you know? If you stretch the DNA in your body, it can reach the sun and come back 300 times. The brain uses around 20% of our body's energy. Every person who has blue eyes are related. Your heart pumps 2,000 gallons of blood every day. If you spread out the surface area of the lung, it is the size of a tennis court. Sneezes travel at 100 miles per hour. Did you know? The platypus can sense electrical fields generated by other animals. A koala's fingerprint looks the same as a human fingerprint. Cows can form best friends. Dolphins use unique whistles as names. Penguins can send poop bombs. Many animals can pause their pregnancy. Elephants have a specific alarm call that means human. The very first bomb that the Allies dropped in World War II hit an elephant. Did you know the hardest mountain to climb isn't Mount Everest? It's K2 because it is impossible to walk to the top. Only 1% of the Earth's water is safe to drink. The diet of the Yellowstone bears consists of a large portion of moths. Acacia trees can warn each other of danger by emitting gas. Did you know mosquitoes kill the most people per year? Only 0.7% of college basketball players make it to the NBA. A jiffy is an actual unit of time. It measures a 100th of a second. Muhammad Ali's original name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. The reason birds bob their head when they walk is because they are stabilizing their gaze. An average pine tree will produce 10,000 sheets of paper. It would take 1,065 years to walk to Mars. Did you know alligators will give manatees the right of way? Mosquitoes have 47 teeth. Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flushing. Alaska has more caribou than people. The average American will eat 35,000 cookies in their lifetime. Domino's tried pizza delivery via reindeer in Japan. It's a common belief in Russia that eating ice cream will keep you warm. Australia is wider than the moon. Did you know honeybees can recognize human faces? The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. The weight of all the ants is equal to the weight of all humans on Earth. Newborn pandas are about the size of a stick of butter. Snails can sleep for 3 years. Dinosaur fossils have been found on every continent, including Antarctica. Did you know dynamite was accidentally invented, and it blew up factories twice during the process? Baby cages were originally meant to be hung outside. In 1975, it was a trend to buy a pet rock. Each rock had a customized cardboard box with breathing holes. The idea for a slinky happened when someone knocked over a spring and it walked down the stairs. Did you know Vikings were buried with board games to make sure they are entertained in the afterlife? Iceland grows 5 centimeters per year. Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived 2 atomic bombs. Canada has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Did you know Apollo 14 astronauts played golf on the moon? The space between your nose and upper lip is called a philtrum. Jerome Kerviel is the poorest man in the world, with $6.3 billion in debt. There are over 3 million shipwrecks on the ocean floor.